what kind of response do you get, and why do you think it's so important to have that in there?
Yeah, no, that's a great question too. And that is a central question on collaborative practice, because I have many, many good friends who are wonderful, what I call small C collaborative lawyers. They really care about settlement, care about clients, and don't quite get this withdrawal agreement. And I confess early on when Stu came up with this idea, I thought, yeah, it's great. You're saying be friendly, be this, be that. But this withdrawal agreement, yeah, I don't know if that's so important. It's something that you almost have to experience to see how much that shifts the dynamic. I mean, the one thing I point to is that I'm guessing there have been 100 movements started around the world in terms of family law lawyers trying to behave better. There's only one you're going to find in a textbook, and that's Stu's, because he's the only one that said you have to create a different, because we all think we're being a certain way, and it's only when you take that shift out of the courtroom environment that you see the difference that can happen. Now, if it's interesting, because if you talk to collaborative lawyers, people like myself who do all collaborative, of course, we're going to say that environment with the withdrawal agreement is really powerful and better than what we saw. If you talk to lawyers who, like you've described, wonderful people who have operated outside the participant agreement, they're going to see they have a better atmosphere there. But the one proof I would offer, if you talk to anybody that's done at least 100 cases in both environments, they will tell you that the environment, when you step outside the shadow of the courthouse, is increasingly better. Now, does that mean it always is? It's you can create that environment sometimes without it if you have the right frame of mind. And the way Stu Webb described it when he first started the process, he wrote a letter to his friend who was a justice in the Supreme Court, and he said, we've all had cases that happen wonderfully, where the other attorney behaves the way we want to, we behave the way we want to, our clients step up, and it's a wonderful experience. Once in a while that happened without the withdrawal agreement. And he said, what if we take what happens once in a while accidentally and make it happen deliberately? So, it's not that it never happens out there, but if you create an environment, if you step outside that shadow, the opportunity to go much deeper is there. And I can honestly say, and I was even though I was a good trial lawyer, I always saw myself as a settlement lawyer, and I had wonderful settlements, but I see things every month in a collaborative case that I never saw in 20 years of litigation. I see things that sometimes literally move me to tears. I see clients jump up and give each other a hug in the middle of the negotiation, stuff I never saw. And without the withdrawal agreement, none of that would have ever happened.
Wow.
And does it happen that way in every case? Of course not. Some cases don't work, but it gives people an opportunity to go deeper in a way that we never would have understood without the withdrawal agreement.